I'd like to welcome everybody to CoinXL, and my name is Rick McCoy. At any rate, with CoinXL, we're talking about a wealth accumulation platform. So, ladies and gentlemen, not long ago, people traded for goods and services. Then precious metals were minted into coins to replace actual goods. And then the value was created, and fiat currency was born. And if you open up your wallet and you've got dollars or Canadian dollars or euros, that is what we would refer to as fiat currency. And then back in 2009, Bitcoin was created, and literally it changed the world forever. And if you only knew then what you know now, back in 2010, the value of one Bitcoin was only at 10 cents. And then you can kind of see the momentum, especially from the year 2016 on up, where it quickly accelerated beyond $1,000 per Bitcoin to where now it is approximately 2,500 plus. It has, even surpassed the 3,000 mark, but right now it is stationed right around 2,500. And so will it continue to grow is a very important question. Did you get in too late? Well, renowned futurologists predict that it's going to be $4,000 per Bitcoin by the end of this year. The blockchain CEO predicts that Bitcoin will hit over $500,000 by the year 2030. And these are people that are in the know. And major companies are investing very heavily into the architecture or the blockchain technology that hosts Bitcoin. So you see companies like Google, MasterCard, Capital One, just for example. These are major Fortune 50 companies and up that are investing very heavily in Bitcoin, not only in the US, but around the world. And then you have the financial titans of the industry, like Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, talking about his viewpoint of Bitcoin as a technical tour de force. Then you have Ben Bernanke, who was the prior chairman of the Federal Reserve, also talking about Bitcoin, about virtual currency and the long-term promise that it has for a more secure and more efficient payment system. We also have Chris Dixon, co-founder of Hunch and Site Advisor, talking about the three areas of currency. And it was interesting to hear his perspective: commodity-based, politically based, and now math-based. And then for those of you that have used PayPal, I know I've been a customer of PayPal for well over a decade. You got Peter Thiel talking about, he thinks that Bitcoin, the first encrypted money, has the potential to do something that will change the world. And so we are on the forefront of a worldwide phenomenon, this global currency called Bitcoin. I would say probably back in the early days of Bitcoin, when I first looked at it, most of the people have been familiar with Bitcoin for a number of years. But in the early stages, it's like, well, how do I spend it? How do I convert it into cash? And at that time, there really was no retailers that you could actually, spend this currency. And so I think most people just kind of dismissed it. But as it caught on, you can see major retailers from around the world are now accepting Bitcoin as a payment. And so here's how it works. The Bitcoin miners, as you can see to the left of your screen, they create the coins and verify the transactions on the blockchain. And then, of course, Bitcoin can be purchased with the fiat currency. You can actually go to an exchange and purchase Bitcoin. And then you're able to buy, sell, trade, or even hold your Bitcoin in what's called a digital wallet. And then the prices will change on an open exchange. An exchange is just simply where you would convert your Bitcoin into currency and your currency into Bitcoin. And there's, literally hundreds of exchanges throughout the world that are very easy for you to set up an account with. So where do you begin? It can be very confusing to enter the world of Bitcoin trading. And that's really where we come in as a solution, because we offer everyone the ability to build wealth using Bitcoin. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need CoinXL in order to go out and buy or sell Bitcoin. You can do that on the open market. Our platform is where you can accumulate much more Bitcoin through the community that we have and through our trading than you can possibly do on your own. It is backed by a team of trusted, global cryptocurrency experts. Millions of dollars have been invested into a proprietary algorithm. And an algorithm is simply software. Think of it like artificial intelligence, in a way, a brain that has been programmed to look for specific indicators in the market that occur time after time, that it's picking up patterns. That's what an algorithm does. And so it takes years to perfect the algorithm. You're constantly entering new data. I have been on the phone and spoke to the company in particular. So I know that it's real. I know that it exists. I'm aware of the success that they have. And we're also able for our members to earn by growing your portfolio. So there are actually 3 different ways that you can earn if you join CoinXL. The first way is passively. And we do automatic trading for a period of 150 days. We will pay out 1% per day. And so the net return that you would get on the passive side would be a net 50%. We also have the opportunity, if you choose to, which is optional, is that you can build a team, help us refer this platform to other people that are looking to get a portfolio or build a portfolio of Bitcoin. And we have a binary system on that where we pay 5% up to 20%, and that volume is paid on your lesser team. I'll talk about that in a moment. Or you can combine both. You can come in and you can passively allow our traders to put the coin into the market and build a very nice portfolio of which we're willing to share those profits with you on a daily basis. So the passive strategy, if I can just kind of touch base with you on this, it's completely automated. And so when you select one of the packages that we have available, the plans LL05 through XL4, you're able to earn 1% per day for a period of 150 days. So if you really kind of look at this from a math perspective, days 1 through 100, the member is receiving pretty much 100% return of their initial Bitcoin. And then from days 101 to 150, we continue trading to where you're paid that additional 1% a day for the additional 50 days. Will give you an additional 50% return of your capital back to your account. So, I don't know if you've ever opened up a savings account at the bank, but the rates are pretty low. You're lucky if you can even get 2%. And yet we're able to put the coin into the market and get a lot better return on your Bitcoin than you could do on your own. I mean, you could attempt to do this on your own. There's no doubt about it. But, with the sophistication of the algorithm that we have, we're able to ensure that our members are getting at least 1% per day. So here's an example. If you were to select XL1, which is 1 Bitcoin in our plan, at the end of 150 days, each member would have received a total of 1.5 Bitcoin. That would have been paid directly to them, or a net profit of 50%. Of course, it's payable in Bitcoin. And we're offering daily withdrawals. Now, here's what really makes this plan, I feel, stand out heads and shoulders amongst other plans that you and I have both seen over the past few months, is that we are going to allow our members to withdraw the accumulated Bitcoin from either the daily trading or the binary bonus at their discretion. So there's not going to be this automatic deposit where you have to allow your account to build up. If you've got at least $10 worth of Bitcoin, I believe that's the threshold. If you've got at least $10 in Bitcoin, you'll be able to log into your account through a back office, a username and a password, and withdraw that directly into your blockchain wallet anytime that you want, okay? The cutoff for our daily business is going to be midnight, London time, and there's no server downtime. So the website for CoinXL.com will be available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So to touch base on our binary referral system, we picked a binary because for a couple reasons. Number one, it's very simple, yet it's very powerful because a binary is the power of 2. And so you have 2 teams. You're building a left team and a right team. And so in order for you to qualify, all you have to do is just enroll 1 person on your left team, 1 person on your right. They'll be able to go to the website. Our video is coming out very soon. Look at the information, then make a decision if they want to join. And we've got 8 different plans that they can pick and choose from, which I'll show here in just a moment. And then we calculate the volume on infinite levels. on a daily basis. So anybody that would join your team and they elect to purchase a plan, or perhaps they would upgrade their plan, or they renew their plan. Because at the end of 150 days, if they're passively just earning the 1% per day, then at the end of 150 days, they've got the decision to either continue with the program or discontinue the program. If they decide to continue, that's new volume that is coming back in. And then, of course, you would be paid that binary bonus all over again at the same percentage that you had before. So very simple, but very powerful. The third way that you can actually earn an income is also passively, and that is through the appreciation value of Bitcoin. If you look here back on April 12th, just a few short months ago, the price of one Bitcoin at that time was $1,224. And yet that same Bitcoin, just a few months later in June 12, 2017, surpassed the $3,000 threshold, first time that had ever happened in the history of Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, that one Bitcoin increased nearly $1,800 in value, had nothing to do with CoinXL, had nothing to do with us or you. It was simply the market conditions and the value of that coin, which is determined by the people. So this is really the platform behind CoinXL. Why we're so excited is to be able to accumulate this asset, because if the experts and the titans of business are projecting Bitcoin to go up to or surpass 500,000 per Bitcoin by the year 2030, then we want to accumulate as much Bitcoin now as possible. So here are the different plans that are available. And you can see we have the first plan on the far left. The bronze is LL05, and that is 0.05 Bitcoin. And if you see the numbers past that, it's because on every plan we have included an admin fee of 1.75%. This is not monthly, by the way. It's any time that you would pick a plan, upgrade, or renew, the admin fee is built into each and every plan. And then right below that is the BV figure. And most of us are familiar with the term BV, except in CoinXL, that now denotes Bitcoin volume. So that would be the actual volume that you see, 0.05. That's less than $100. That is the only plan that is not eligible for the 1% daily trading bonus. However, if somebody wanted to come in at that with that plan, they would be able to start to build a team, and they can earn a 5% binary bonus, which is paid daily on the lesser volume of all the Bitcoin that comes into their team. But there is a daily and a monthly max that you can see there, and that is to obviously to protect the sustainability of the marketing system. So if somebody started at LL05 for less than $100, the most they would be able to earn in a month with that position is 1.5 Bitcoin. But still, at today's value, that's nearly $4,000. That's not bad, when you think about it, that a person could get started with less than 100 and actually, build up a pretty nice part-time business. Very quickly, if they wanted to, they could upgrade to L1, or they could start at that plan, and that is 0.1 Bitcoin. We have increased the binary bonus from 5 to 6%, and you can see that at the end of 150 days, that 1% return, they would have accumulated 0.15 in Bitcoin. Now remember, you're able to get access to your account and withdraw any Bitcoin that is in your wallet up to, or it has to be at least a minimum of $10, okay? And we like to tell people that, if you at least pick the right plan, you can see results in 24 hours. Let's go ahead and move up to L5 that you see, which is in platinum, and that is a half a Bitcoin. And at the end of 150 days at 1% return, that half a Bitcoin will have increased to 0.75 Bitcoin. There's 9% on the binary bonus, so it's nearly double that of LL05. There is a maximum of 0.75 Bitcoin per day, or 22 Bitcoin per month at L5. And you can upgrade to any one of these plans, starting small. You can upgrade, and you would only pay the difference in that plan. Then we have the premium plans. The plans that I showed you were the basic, and then this is the premium plan, starting with XL1. That'll be 1 Bitcoin. You can see at the end of 150 days at 1% return, you would have accumulated 1.5 Bitcoin. Double digits on the binary bonus, and you can see both the daily max and the monthly max. So if you're building a team, pay attention to your volume, because you can hit these maxes very quickly. And so you want to make sure that you have the right plan to ensure that you would always get paid the maximum for the efforts and for the volume in your team. All right, then we've got XL2, which is 2 Bitcoin, and then XL4. XL4 right now is the top plan that we have. And that is 4 Bitcoin at the end of 150 days. At 4 Bitcoin, will have grown in value to where you would have received 6 Bitcoin through the 1% daily trading bonus. If you decide that you would like to build a team, you can actually start earning a 15% binary bonus from day one, if that's the plan that you begin with. It does have a daily maximum of 6 Bitcoin per day, and also a monthly maximum of 180 Bitcoin per month. Now, very soon, probably within 30 days from the time that we launch, we will introduce XL5. It won't be available from day one, because there is a qualification for this plan to where 5 Bitcoin, you can see, will actually accumulate to 7.5. There'll be a 20% binary bonus paid on the lesser team. Up to 7.5 Bitcoin per day is the daily max, and you can kind of put the calculator to that figure. 225 Bitcoin per month is the monthly maximum on that. So if you actually combine the binary, the referral side of our business with the passive, you can accelerate that contract down considerably from 150 days down to maybe 1 month, 1 week, or even daily. We will have people that will do that. So as far as the benefits of joining CoinXL, number one is that we have easier trading, because you don't have to learn about the trading aspect of cryptocurrencies. There's 742 cryptocurrencies that are available on the market. We're looking at pretty much the top 250. And then, with the algorithm, we are going in and we're watching what's taking place in the forums, hearing information about up and coming coins. We're looking at the performance. We're looking at the volume. We're looking at the liquidity. There's many different elements that we're looking into, which is pretty much beyond my pay grade. And most people don't want to get involved in that aspect. But this is all what's being done behind the scene. So there's no expensive hardware to buy at all. You can access CoinXL from any tablet, PC, or even your smartphone. There's no coding to learn whatsoever. And so it's kind of like a set it and forget it situation. Just know that once you come in and select your plan, you'll be able to start receiving that 1% trading bonus literally within 24 hours after that plan has been selected. Now, one of the other things that we're going to do to pull the curtain back with respect to our trading is that once a week, we're going to publish the results. You're going to be able to see a lot of the trades that were being made for that particular week. It's not going to be available on the front part of our website, but as a member, you'll be able to log in and you're going to be able to see that for yourself. We've seen other companies that claim that they're doing the trading, and all they do is they just take like a snapshot of Bittrex or Poloniex, but they're not actually showing any trading whatsoever. We are going to show the results. In fact, we're right now working on a video with the company that created the technology with respect to the algorithm and show you actual trades that were done in real time. We're going to have that video available for you, okay? We stand behind this system. I'm not going to stick my neck out for anything less than being able to see with my own 2 eyes the trading that has taken place, because that is the revenue source and the profitability for CoinXL. It is not going to come in from the people that are joining the business. It's going to come in through the trading that has taken place. And all of us have been exposed to this and spoken to the owners on several occasions and seen it in action. And so when we launch this company, which I'll tell you about here at the end of this presentation, you're going to be able to log in to your back office. And if you need to submit a support ticket, we're going to have a ticket system available. And shortly thereafter, we will have live chat available. We're working on 24-hour-a-day live chat. We just have to set up the multiple time zones, but that will be a reality. That way, if there's anything that has taken place, we want to be known as a company that delivers on the service aspect. Sarah has done a remarkable job since being trained on the admin side. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the back office you see is only just maybe 0.5% at best as to what you're going to see during the launch. The soft launch was designed to basically collect the data, find the soft spots in the system, work to get that up and running so that when we launch officially, then we have done all the testing necessary so that we can ensure we can launch without having to have any delays. And that's why we haven't accepted so much as even 0.05 Bitcoin from any member that has joined up to this point. So with the opportunity, we feel that there are multiple ways that you can earn. You can earn passively. You have the opportunity to earn through a very exciting referral system that's simple to qualify. We've got a proprietary product with the algorithm, and you can definitely ride the wave of momentum with Bitcoin right now. It is only at its infancy. And so we have real people, real trading, real support. I just wanted it to be real from day one, okay? Because, many of us have looked into other promising opportunities that, overpromised and underdelivered, and we plan to do the opposite. And so I would recommend that you contact the person who showed you this presentation. They can show you how to get started as far as for the soft launch and get your questions answered. More importantly, we've got a website available on www.coinxl.info. And that's where I'm going to be hosting this recorded presentation. So you'll be able to go up and have a presentation that you can be very proud of. And also I've got a blog there where I'm doing updates every couple of days or so to make people aware of what's happening behind the scenes. And with that, let's get to the best part here, and that is the official launch. I can tell you I get no less than 200 requests per day asking when can we finally accept Bitcoin. I would have liked to have done it from day one from a marketing perspective, but there are many elements that have to come together, ladies and gentlemen, in order for this to work successfully. It has to be tested out. I mean, it's an entire business on the backside, and we want to make sure that we do it right. And I appreciate your patience. Some have been a little impatient, and we understand where you're coming from. And believe me, we are pressing as hard as we can. And sometimes we just have to let off on the pressure because many people are working 18 plus hours a day trying to deliver this platform for us. A project that would normally take 6 months to a year, we're trying to do in literally 6 or 7 weeks. Okay, so here is the official date. You ready? There we go. Sunday, July 16th is the official launch date for CoinXL. That is when you're going to be able to come in and pick a plan and get started. And that's when we basically flip the switch and we turn it in from a soft launch into a company that I think is going to create a lot of success in the marketplace because of all the companies that failed to deliver, we want to be the company that did deliver. And so with that, I just want to say thank you very much for joining me this morning or this evening where you are. And I'm going to end the presentation and just open it for a couple minutes to take a question or two. So if you just give me a second, I'll be right with you.